Let's look at the big picture of the flow of energy from sunlight to ATP. We're going to follow, in this case, the flow of carbon. These are called organic molecules if it has carbon in it. And this is accomplished through photosynthesis, through photoautotrophs, such as plants, phytoplankton, and seaweeds. They convert sunlight into chemical energy in the form of glucose. Cellular respiration in the form of aerobic respiration is performed by the mitochondria, and these are performed by heterotrophs, and they result in ATP. Likewise, anaerobic respiration without the presence of oxygen or fermentation is also achieved by bacteria and fungi into ATP. In some instances, there is no sunlight, for example, inside caves or at the bottom of the ocean. And in this case, those organisms go through chemosynthesis, or chemo, meaning chemical, autotrophs. They basically take inorganic materials, things that do not contain carbon, such as iron or magnesium, and through oxidation, which is basically rusting, they accomplish the same thing. They make ATP. Photosynthesis is about converting light energy or solar energy into chemical energy. Let's first look at the equation. It starts with 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of water. It requires light for the light reaction, and the products are glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen. Again, this is the chemical formula across the top, and these are the chemical names: carbon dioxide, water vapor, glucose, and oxygen gas. Photosynthesis takes place in photoautotrophs. These can be things such as plants or plant-like protists, such as phytoplankton or seaweeds. On the cellular level, photosynthesis takes place in organelles called chloroplasts or chromoplasts. There is a relationship between photosynthesis and cellular respiration, also sometimes called aerobic respiration. The relationship between photosynthesis and cellular respiration, or aerobic respiration, is characterized by a phrase: products of one reaction are the reactants of the other reaction. So, for example, we have glucose and oxygen, which is created by the process of photosynthesis. Those two products are used through cellular respiration in the mitochondria by animals, plants, fungi, and protists, and bacteria use it across their cell membranes. Those products, things that we exhale, such as carbon dioxide and water vapor, are then used by organisms such as plants, protists, algae, seaweed, phytoplankton, and some bacteria and cyanobacteria. Again, these eukaryotes use a chloroplast, and cyanobacteria use it across their membranes. Again, their products are glucose and oxygen gas. So it's a relationship between different types of organisms that keeps cycling around. The waste products of one are used by the other. Let's take a closer look at the pathway of photosynthesis. There's 2 phases to this. There's something called the light phase, is the first one. Items across the top are our reactants, and things across the bottom are our products of photosynthesis. This is a leaf right here. First, sunlight hits that leaf and excites the electron in that chloroplast. That electron then splits this molecule of water. That splitting of water is called photolysis. Photo means light, lysis means to split or break. That water is broken down into hydrogen and into oxygen gas. At this point, oxygen comes out of the reaction, and this hydrogen is then carried over to the second phase. The second phase is called the dark phase. The dark phase uses that hydrogen gas There's also a little bit of ATP that hops across here to run something called the Calvin cycle. I try to remember Calvin and Hobbes, and they have a book called The Dark Side of the Moon. So I think of this as the dark phase. This does not require sunlight to operate. So we're bringing in hydrogen from water, we're bringing in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and we run it around in this circle, and our product is glucose on this side. Again, our reactants are water and carbon dioxide, and our products are oxygen and glucose or sugar. The most important thing to remember about cellular energy is the relationship between cellular respiration and photosynthesis. Again, plants go through photosynthesis and they create glucose and oxygen gas. Likewise, plants also go through cellular respiration and they create a waste product of water and carbon dioxide. They do both things. They have chloroplasts and they have mitochondria. So again, this relationship is vital to life on Earth.